Old and Achy here. Welcome to the start of my Halo Infinite and Mythic LASO guide. This is the introduction to that guide, and it is the opening cutscene of the campaign. And I wanted to talk about a few things that are different than past Halos, starting with the fact that this is definitely not your daddy's Halo. The user interface is totally different. When one brings up the campaign, one will see that they can start a new game, they can load an existing game that's been saved, or they can continue with whatever game they last played. And they have up to 4 save files so that one could be running 4 separate campaigns at the same time. In addition, there is no Iron Skull. There are 12 skulls, but no Iron Skull. So that what happens there is the player, if he happens to kick the bucket, will go back to the last good checkpoint and will have the weapons that he had at that last checkpoint and capabilities as well. With the bandana skull, which is included, a player will have infinite ammo, infinite grenades, and that's all the grenades, and infinite, or not infinite, but immediate refresh on all of their Spartan capabilities. And those capabilities include the grappling hook, which one has at the beginning of the campaign, the threat sensor, which is pretty handy actually, the drop wall, which there's been some variations of those in the past, and the thruster pack, which is, there have been variations of that in the past. And also, to upgrade these capabilities, one has to pick up Spartan cores and apply them, and they are littered across the entire map. And my recommendation is to upgrade the grappling hook all the way and upgrade the thruster pack all the way. So that thruster pack comes in real handy when upgraded, totally upgraded, because it provides 4 seconds of camo each time it's used. And I use that a lot during the campaign. Now, what I also recommend is that because you've obviously got to go out and get the skulls to be able to play LASO difficulty. 6 of them are in the main campaign, and 6 of them are out in the open world. There's plenty of videos on where they are and how to get them. But my recommendation is to go out and run the campaign on easy to get the skulls, and as you are getting into the open world, to find as many Spartan cores as you can, and also to open up what's called forward operating bases, as many as you can, because those will be handy in the future. Although I'm not sure whether or not one can do that when it's just running missions. But anyway, Spartan cores and skulls, once you got them, you got them. And after the grappling hook and thruster pack, then start upgrading the shield capability, and and then finally the threat sensor and drop wall. Actually, I didn't even use the drop wall during the entire campaign. So those are the things that that one needs to do before even attempting LASO. The other things that are totally different, as I said before, you get into the campaign by either loading a save file for missions that you completed, or starting a new game. You can always start a mission and then restart a mission ad nauseum. You can't replay a mission unless you've completed it, which is a real pain. But that's the fact of life in Halo Infinite. And even to replay a mission, one has to go to the TAC map, the tactical map, and find the mission on the map, and then hover over it, bring up the mission list, and then either left thumbstick or left on the D-pad, get over and select replay. So it's not quite as easy, I would say, or not quite as obvious as in the past. And I do have a little video showing exactly how to do that. But I would also recommend not using campaign replay, even though that makes LASO a little bit easier, not using campaign replay to complete the campaign on Mythic LASO difficulty, because you will not get the Headmaster achievement, because there's several of the missions that don't give you credit when you complete them. I think the Spire, the Command Spire, and maybe the House of Reckoning. I'm not quite sure about the House of Reckoning, but anyway, that's what I found when I tried to do it that way, which really irritated me. So I went through and probably for about the fourth time ran from start to finish each mission in succession. The earlier runs, the campaign was buggy, and we were not getting credit for running on LASO, even though we had all the skulls. So having said all that, I do hope the missions that follow here, starting with Warship G. Braken, which is the first mission, will help you. My walkthroughs will help you in conquering each mission on a Mythic LASO difficulty, and again, that is legendary, all skulls on, no deaths, no saves, quits, or resumes, everything run in a single segment. It is, a little bit, some of it a little bit easier than in the past. In fact, I ran through from about the third mission on. I ran through the succeeding missions with just a sword and a tank gun. A tank gun being a very neat little Easter egg that you can pick up. It's a scorpion gun that you fire from your hip, or actually from your knees. So, there are things that are limiting with that. You can't melee anybody. You don't have the grappling sight. And let's see, what else can we not do with that? You can't throw grenades. So the two basic things are melee or grenades. So, and if you happen to swap it out for another weapon, involuntary or voluntary or not, you lose it. I mean, you cannot pick it up again. Now, I did find, in playing around with campaign replay, that I could go back to Outpost Cremonius, which is the third mission, which is where you find the tank gun, and I could get it again as long as I completed the mission. I'd get it, and I'd have to get to a checkpoint, before I ended the game, and that basically is the end of the mission. Completing the mission. So that is something that one has sort of in their hip pocket with the tank gun, if you will. Anyway, we're just about done with the cutscene here, and I'll let this run out a little bit. I do hope the missions that I provide, the mission walkthroughs that I provide, will help you in your quest to complete the campaign on LASO or Mythic LASO difficulty. I hope you enjoy the walkthroughs as we watch the Chief getting ready to get on the warship.
You work on the batteries. I'll buy it some time.
Typical Chief stuff. Anyway, welcome to the Mythic LASO guide for Halo Infinite. This is Old and Icky signing off. Take care, everybody.